A new bombshell report by Bloomberg Market Magazine is shedding light on a massive bailout given to banks in 2008.
We learned the Fed secretly gave Wall Street banks over $7.7 trillion. Where did the Fed get that $7.7 trillion? They created most of it from nothing.
Do you know who Elizabeth Duke is? How about Donald Cohn or Kevin Warsh? No? Because you should. Because while Congress was debating back in 2008 whether or not to bail out the banksters with a $700 billion blank check, these guys and girls were just doing it. They were funneling $7.7 trillion to Wall Street, under the table, without one constituent phone call, without worrying about one election, without having to give one explanation. They were able to do this, these three were able to pull this off, because they're members of the Federal Reserve Board of Governors. A group of people who are not voted into office, but have the power to completely dictate monetary policy in the United States. They are not politicians. They're technocrats.
Federal Reserve and big banks nationwide kept a more than 2-year-old $7 trillion secret under wraps. Like thieves in the night, big banks walked away with trillions of dollars in emergency secret loans. Loans that generated $13 billion in income because of the Fed's below-market interest rates. And all the while, lawmakers were kept in the dark as the Fed and the banks chose to disclose this information to no one. And even though the Fed claims the money was paid back, reports show the taxpayers paid the real cost.
While our government's a massive debt, the Fed picked winners and losers and secretly helped big banks tally record profits. Remember the great debate we had here? Over $700 billion in TARP funds? There was no debate over the $7.7 trillion the Fed gave the banks.
According to documents obtained by Bloomberg News in 2009, the Fed dished out $7.7 trillion in no strings attached, super low interest loans to Wall Street's biggest players. That's $7.7 trillion. The entire GDP of our nation is $15 trillion. That's more than half of the total value of everything, every single thing produced in America that same year. $7.7 trillion went out the door to those banksters with nobody bothering to inform you or me, the voters, the electorate, anybody about it until now.
Citigroup itself got $45 billion in TARP. They got double that with these secret loans that Chairman Bernanke was doing without any congressional oversight. Nobody knew about this. And guess who wrote the plan? Tim Geithner, when he was chair of the New York Federal Reserve.
The idea that they made this much money off of this, $13 billion they put in their pocket, no accountability whatsoever. To Margaret's point, the rest of the world going begging, $7.7 trillion in loans. What could we have done with that money?